Mariners were fading. That allowed the Rangers to catch and pass the Seattle team. Ichiro finally wins out. The 11th pitch of the at-bat, and he's on. And as you know, he is a threat. Watching the kids all do double takes like that. That's not Josh Hamilton, is it? Lopez, a high drive to left. Battling the glare of the sunshine, Marlon Byrd will make the catch. Playing alongside his dad. He's leading his team in that department. He just drew his 16th walk of the year right there. And Tag, you talked about it quite a bit when the Rangers played up in. On the ground, third base, and Michael Young, welcome back. The short.
It'd be tough to start a game with only the 3 relief appearances that he had, but he had a pretty good baseball.
Kinsler bidding to take it out on the very first pitch from pretty good little pickup for them. Michael Young is healthy again. He singles into center field. Josh can now say he's played AAA ball. He's a 400 hitter as a AAA player, 2 for 5. Back to Vargas, who turns it to Betancourt. It's a double play. 1-6-3 and down go the right. Branyan, and it's backhanded by Davis. One of the underrated elements, I think, Tag, this year has been Chris Davis's defense.
And the way he's hit for the Rangers early in the season have helped them get to where they are. Nice curveball by Scott right there.
Andrews sends it across chest high. Perfect.
And he's walked once and struck out once.
Wow. And now he has tapped one over the mound once for Kinsler. Got him. Remember, Jojima was denied by many great things about Texas. The lack of standing slush. Andrew Jones
doing what he does.
Well, he's the only Ranger, Tag, with more walks.
Those guys do that have been striking out is they hit home runs, and that kind of counteracts it a little bit.
Marlon Byrd sends one to the track, but caught.
I think Marlon hit that ball pretty good. And
Cruz will send one to center field, and that ball jumps a little bit. That ball caught at the wall.
That's another ball that was hit well enough to go.
2 strikes here, and then Aubrey Huff. Ground ball from Betancourt to Andrews, who will backhand and fire a pellet across the diamond. 1 out. And it's 5 straight set down. Yes, he did.
Good curveball right there. That was a sharp breaking curveball.
First strikeout for Felt. That's staying alive mode for Ichiro. Such a wicked pitch. It gets away from Saltalamacchia. Boy, that's too bad. That is strike 3, but it's a wild.
Next inning, if he does get thrown out.
There goes Ichiro again. But Michael Young will make that play at third. And sling it across to get.
He is definitely playing hurt.
Salty swings and hits one in the air to shallow left. Andy Chavez still marching in right into foul ground, banging against the tarp. Andrews will try to send one right through the wind, and Ichiro makes a lunging catch.
Well, the Rangers don't have a whole lot.
The odium of the proceedings. Kinsler down that left field line, and well, if you're going to get extra bases, I guess that's what you have to do tonight.
Talk about almost every game is the depth in their lineup and how many good players hitting. It's not the worst thing in the world to walk Josh and have to face Andrew.
Hamilton's going to try it out on 3-1. Drives it in the air. Again, it's a warning track-ish kind of shot. Well, the Rangers are hitting some fly balls here. And Griffey's going to send it into center field. A base hit. Adrian Bell.
Thank you, Deborah. You hit the smartest one in the class here, right there. Well, whose job's toughest?
Yours.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Andrews with a spectacular play. He robs Beltran. Sorry to interrupt there, Jim, but that was awesome.
You know, it just looks like on that play he has one extra step that other people might not have that allows him to catch this ball. beautiful play. It's very similar dive to the ball that he caught in Seattle that Georgia hit. That was a ground ball. He had to throw that ball. This one he catches in the air and definitely takes a hit away from Beltray.
Busted bat. Kinsler waits. Goes to Andrews. What a play he makes! Oh, that would have been gorgeous.
How did he stay on the bag?
It looked like a high pop up into shallow right, and the wind pushes the ball. Kinsler is over there. Nice job. The year he wanted to as an LA Dodger. Certainly not the 48 home run year of Beltray. And there is Beltray with a juggle. Low throw, but Joe. Marlon Byrd, a ground ball to second base. Is this some sort of magic hair care product?
Dahl's not carrying very well tonight, too.
Strike three. Take a tough guy to walk. He's got the count of 3-1 on him, and sure enough, he's not going to walk. He will test out Andrews. And as we've already seen from Seattle, Andrews can throw.
Ended up making it out instead of the leadoff hitter walking. He grounded out to shortstop.
Lift off towards center. Josh Hamilton drifting back.
Not tonight.
Nope, 2 down.
Rangers have hit some balls pretty well to the outfield, but bottom line is they haven't scored yet.
Kinsler makes the catch. Winning coverage. I have no idea if you guys have won awards. I just made that up. I assume you've won an award.
No award yet. At least
really?
They haven't given me one.
All right. Chris Davis takes aim at right center field. That ball jumps. Track. Wall. Off the top of the wall and gone. Good job, Mac. You're hired.
Thank you.
One pitch.
That's all it took, guys.
You know, Mac, we were talking earlier in the game that it didn't look like the ball was carrying very well. Looked like a couple of balls have been hit pretty well, but Chris got enough of that one to get it out of here.
Yes, he did. Marlon Byrd, Nelson Cruz hit a couple balls early in the game, and those balls are normally, 25, 30 seconds in between pitches. It gets hard. The game gets long, and you start, losing your concentration out there.
It's a Mark McLemore-esque kind of play right there by Betancourt. Barehanding it.
It's a bonus. They really wanted him just to catch the ball, and if he hit, great. If not, no big deal. They've got enough offense around him to where it really didn't matter.
Ichiro kind of went crawling along.
Well, there's a lot of players like Tony Phillips.
There's a base hit for Kinsler. Another one. He's 2 for 3 tonight.
And players like you, Mac, who ended up having great careers.
Went to my left and was a one-hopper, and the ball went into my glove, and my glove went into left field.
Sinking into left, it's short hopped, and Kinsler's going to take off, racing to third. Andy Chavez couldn't quite get it. I saw you make that play in Game 5 of the League Championship.
That got a ball one day.
Yeah, that's a poke. That's hitting the ball there.
Strike 3 called on the outside corner. The Rangers in Seattle. On the ground, and Elvis Andrews knows he's got to hustle it across. He got him.
That's knowing the hitter right there. Of course, when Ichiro's up.
Lopez sails one out. Nelly Cruz backtrack. Griffey draws another walk. Great year for them as Aaron Hill. He hit his 9th home run of the year. Kinsler will scoop one up at second base. Toss to Andrews, and Scott Feldman keeping. Another walk for Andrew Jones. Wave and a miss by Burr. There's that.
Batters now in 17 innings.
Nelly Cruz, a slow roller up near third. Beltray, barehand pickup. Safe at first base.
Well, that's some kind of play. 9-inning complete game shutout.
Davis with a ground ball. Lopez can't get it. It's on into right. And they are loaded up in the Sonic Slam inning. So pay attention, Mineral Wells. Gabriel Trevino.
Well, that's the second at bat.
A good one. Struck him out with high heat.
Here in the bottom of the 6th. No one warming up, so Scott will be coming back out for the 7th.
Andrews a chopper. Betancourt's got it. And Andrews out by a step. The Rangers had a great chance to add to the lead. They load. High fly ball by Brandon.
Wow.
That is a towering, majestic shot. It'll get hung up in the wind. And
we're talking close.
And instead, in a 1-0 game, that's a base hit into right center. Well, that's too. But you play the ball where it lies.
Yes, you do.
So I've been told. And now Jojima flares it to right, and that's just a shame. I'd love to get that 2-2 pitch called the other way, huh? It is now a 1-1 game as the Mariners tie it. Is when he actually arrived on the scene. Right away, ground ball past the mound to Kinsler. Smooth pickup. Jojima scoots to third.
Where the outcome of the game has already been determined. These games are on the line when he's in there.
Ground ball. Andrews has got to make the play. A fumble. He picks it up. He guns it across, and he got it.
I didn't think he was going to be able to get it there after he bobbled it.
Kinsler squeaks it off the knees of Brandon, who recovers. Again, Beltre guards the line for Seattle. Young is going to find right field instead.
She got that ball up in the air.
4 times on base for Michael Young. He sits out 2 games with a bulky back.
At the end of the day, boy, how many people say that?
I say it all the time. Hamilton drives it left field, taking off to the track, at the wall, gone! And at the end of the day, in this moment in time, that was perfect. Andrew Jones bumps it along the ground to Betancourt, who goes behind the bag, settles himself, and guns it towards the dugout. Marlon Byrd slugs one. That takes off to left center field, finding the gap. He hits the wall as Andrew Jones comes to third. He's got a hold. Marlon Byrd, team leading 13th double of the year.
Boy, you talk about turning around a high fastball. That.
Nelly sends one in the air to right center field. Andrew Jones getting set to tag. That's Ichiro, though, in right. But even Ichiro has no shot here.
That's a good 2-strike approach right there. Nelly took a couple of curve balls, down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. He tried to.
And now back live. He hammers one off of Brandon into right field. The Rangers score again. First pitch, he goes right after it. Brandon couldn't handle it. A hot shot, 5-1 Texas as Marlon Byrd comes home. Straight. And they will only be getting healthier as the season goes along. Salty bangs one into right. And Ichiro's just going to have to go follow it. Bangs off the dump.com sign. Davis coming home. The relay throw, too late! Down to third base is Saltalamacchia.
Chris assumed he wasn't going to score on that ball. He was getting ready to stop at third, but Dave waved him home.
As the season goes along. Salty bangs one into right. And Ichiro's just going to have to go follow it. Bangs off the dump.com sign. Davis coming home. The relay throw, too late! Down to third base is Saltalamacchia.
Chris assumed he wasn't going to score on that ball. He was getting ready to stop at third, but Dave waved him home. And Chris turned it.
Runner at third, 5 runs in. Tipped into left center field. It's a base hit for Andrews. It is now 7-1. Kinsler towards center. It's shallow. It's sinking. It is not caught. Andrews has held it third as Kinsler is on base again. And now Kinsler will sneak to second as the ball got all the way through and slam. It's the walk, and with the bases loaded. Trying to hold up, couldn't do it. But what an inning for the Rangers. Holland back to work against Ichiro, who puts it in place slowly. Going to be tough for Kinsler. Got to hurry. Got him!
Well, we're talking a lot about Elvis. He's got great athletic ability, agility, strong arm, range. He's got it.
And Davis has got the baseball. He's an athlete in the history of the Pacific Northwest. That was too good to pass up. And Holland's going to get him.
Well, he's got 5 outs, 5 weakly hit balls, 4 of them
tied 1-1. Second inning. Waving at it is Andrew Jones.
All those pitching injuries, they had to use a lot of pitching depth, and their offense has been outstanding.
Strike 3 call. Nelson drives one to left field. It hangs up there, and the inning is over. Now it's just all about getting.
The way Vicente's pitching, those younger pitchers are looking up to him, too.
Beltre curls one towards left. And Padilla will get his chance on national TV. 0-2, got him on the outside corner. Russell Brandon down on strike. A fly ball. Andrews back and Hamilton on. Ball game.